Chiefs made adjustments to kind of neutralize that?
Yeah, I mean, we come out, had an 18-play drive, just the resilience of, our team to, uphold and go through some penalties and things like that to, stay on the field and then get a touchdown was huge. And, after that, just had a backed-up situation on, went 3-and-out, which was tough. Had a couple of times where they just blitzed us and, it was hard to get the ball out, not a lot of answers. So, they did a good job. Spags is a great coordinator, so he knows what he's doing and called a good game. And, so we got to be better and, just not going backwards, I would say was the main thing.
TJ, you guys lost in the Divisional Round last year, Baltimore, same weekend. How is this similar to that loss? How is it different?
It's 2 different years, man. It's not similar. Yeah.
Is there anything that you learned from the end of this season that you'll take into next year in terms of it wasn't always perfect, you guys struggled down the stretch, beat the Chargers and lost again. Is there anything that you learned that you didn't know before the season?
I mean, that's your opinion. I think, our team has been resilient all year. We've been battling tough scenarios and injuries and some of our best players going out week to week. So not making excuses, but just being, just honest. So, I think this has been one of the most resilient football teams I've been a part of. Next guy stepping up and playing as good as you can. It's not always perfect. So, last year, I honestly don't remember. This year I was a clean slate. It's not about the back end of the year. It's really about, we had a good game against the Chargers, and I think for me, I learned like you can never relax, and that's something that I don't personally try to do. Is just because you beat, a playoff team, the next team is probably going to be even harder going into the playoffs, and that's probably something I can learn from last year to this year. Was both years where, win a good game, play at home, have a heck of a game, and then go on and you play a better team, and got to be on your A game. Yeah, I was fine. It warmed up. That part of the field was like a hard rock. It was. I had banged my knee, but it doesn't really matter anymore. I'm fine. I'll be okay. Thank you for asking.
Mentioned that he felt like you all learned or y'all took a step. How do you feel like you all grew this year?
I think we grew tremendously. I would say, as a collective, and definitely me personally, like, man, this year has been, some ups and downs, and I'm grateful for it all. It's hard to learn on the mountaintop. The wilderness and the valleys where you get your learning experiences, and you God is teaching you things at that time. And for me, this year has been, one of those tough years. So I learned more than ever, and more that and my rock is Jesus Christ, and that's it. So whenever I hit my rock bottom, I know I can lean on Him. So for me, that's what I learned this year, and still to have another playoff win, and so there's a lot of things to hold your head up high for. I'm not going to hold my head down, but at the same time, it sucks to come out here and lose, in a divisional round again. But I'm super grateful for the tough and good times.
CJ, the coach said he gave you some discouraged from the standpoint that he knows how close the team is to getting over the hump, yet there have been multiple mistakes committed from the course of the game that prevents you from getting over the hump. Can you add your perspective on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth, I think on both sides you have tough plays in a series or in a game. It's whoever comes out on top of those things. The NFL, both teams are going to make plays, and then it is who can withstand to the fourth quarter and win the game in the fourth, and especially in these playoff games. So, a lot of times now you're not just running away from it in the beginning. But that's something that I think D'Amico's right on that, is like we can't continue to shoot ourselves in the foot and then not overcome it and then expect to win. You have to overcome those things because they're bound to happen. Things happen in the NFL, especially in the playoffs. What I'm learning is just, it's not perfectly what you draw up. You have to just go out and make plays. And, I think the more plays you make, the better chance you give yourself to win the game. Yeah, those things are tough. I'm I'm not going to go back and forth on what I thought was a call, what I thought wasn't a call, you know, and, you know, it's one of those things you kind of know what's up before you even walk in the arena. And we got to be better and just being accountable and sound. And, you know, some things, you know, I think we had a couple calls that weren't called that I'm begging for, but at the same time, it is what it is. You know, like I can't argue with the ref and at the same time play football. I got to go and do my job. So, yeah, I would say, you know, it's definitely some things that I would question, but at the same time, I mean, they're the professionals. They're getting paid to be refs, and, you know, they did ultimately their best. And, yeah, but, you know, this kind of thing, you know, it's us against the world, you know, when you're playing in these type of environments and games.
Going back to Josh, it sounds like the toughest moments this year, talking the most, will that be something to carry into the year?
Yeah, for sure. It's anything in life, you know, things knock you up, you know, that don't break you, they make you a lot tougher. And for me, I'm learning just to be resilient with, you know, everything, you know. And I think those tough times on the field for me definitely is going to pay off in the long run. I'm excited because, you know, if this is a down year and, you know, another playoff win, play against a great Chiefs team and compete with them, and I'm not saying I'm happy with it, but I'm definitely, you know, I'm definitely encouraged and motivated that, you know, there's more for the Texans, you know, on the other side of the hump.
You obviously under a decent amount of pressure to be able to use your legs and your plays and try to make it forward down the field. How would you just assess your ability to play? You know, they're beating you up and that nature.
Just compete. You know, it's one thing that, you know, Coach Day taught me when I was in college was like, these type of games, man, it ain't going to be perfect. I might call up the perfect play. The dude might be wide open, but you got to go make a play for me and make somebody miss, do something. And so for me, I just being a competitor, trying to put my team, you know, in positions to win. And there's times where I probably shouldn't have done that and just thrown the ball. And so it's a balance, and I think I try my best to do that today. And I think I made a lot of plays in general. So, yeah, I kind of carry that from college.
What did you feel like you all learned in this moment and having to rely on guys who, you know, weren't counted on most of the year and didn't have to?
Yeah, I'm super proud of, you know, Mitch, Hutch, Jay Wayne, you know, Neek. Neek stepped up as a leader this year, and we needed that. You know, he solidified himself as a top receiver in his league, and, you know, the guys around him did great. I thought, you know, Dalton, you know, held his own. Of course, you know, like Cade going down, but Cade was holding his own all the way until last week. You know, we've been battling, man. It's not been easy, you know, but at the same time, that's ball, though. Like, a lot of teams are hurt right now and just figuring it out. So, but I'm super proud of those guys for stepping up, and, you know, can't wait to get Tank back on the field, you know, keep him in your prayers, of course, and, you know, Steph will be back on the field soon, and, you know, hopefully it's with us. So, I'm still hopeful, you know, I get to play with those guys, and can't wait for it. All right, man. Y'all have a good one.